Let's talk about the ideal Fix It Convertible from 1952. First, let's take a look at the box. This car was produced from 1952 to 1956. Keeping in mind as we go over this video, this is new to me. I've only had this car for a short time, and this car predates me. As a small child, I did play with this car a handful of times, but it wasn't mine. It belonged to the neighbors of my grandparents in Pacific Grove, the Borbas, Mr. and Mrs. Borba. And I imagine that originally it had belonged to their son or daughter. So this car, the idea is that you can fix this car. You can take the wheels off, put the wheels back on. You can fill fluid levels up inside of the engine. You can fuel the tank. You can put oil, water in the radiator. You can put water inside the gas tank here. In the back, in the trunk, there's a spare tire. There's a gas can and a jack. The car's about 13 inches long. For scale, these are 6-inch Mark's Campus Cuties figures. Let's take a look at the license plate. Kind of an interesting little mystery with this car. I live in California, but I purchased this car from someone in New York. And when the car arrived, it only came with this one license plate that was in place. Now, when these cars were originally sold, each car came with, I think, 48 license plates for all the states. So when I got this car, I thought that was interesting. What are the chances that it would be California? Then when I washed this car, I discovered this plate was removable. When I first found it, or when I first got the car, I didn't think the plate was removable. So I removed the plate when I was washing it and realized that it's made of metal. And on the back is this interesting message. Thought this was strange. So if you find this license plate, you put it in a mailbox and it will be delivered to the Disabled Veterans of America National Headquarters in Cincinnati, Ohio. Thought that was interesting. One more interesting thing about this car, before we end the video, we're going a little bit long, is that this car is in really good condition considering its age. It did come with the original box. It's missing the antenna. Now this is a replacement that I've just pulled off of a Humvee model. I liked that it was tan and that it matched these Mark's figures. And then it didn't have the arm to hold up the trunk, so that's just a plastic sprue. But you'll notice that on the front of the hood there is a burn mark, like someone tried to melt the plastic or set it on fire. So that's interesting, I thought. The rest of the car is completely unabused and unmarred. No other marks like made with a pocket knife or a hammer or anything. So I think it's a bit of a mystery. What happened here? Why is only the hood melted at that point? So I think we could surmise that the boy or girl who had this toy grew bored with fixing the things that were prescribed for them to fix on the box, so they felt like they would somehow relive an actual automotive crash experience and with flames and fire, and it didn't really work too well. Each time it started to melt a little bit, the match would burn down and to the end and singe the tip of their fingers. And when their mother cleaned their room in 3 days, she found the burnt matches in the trash can. She confiscated the car, put it in the box, put it up in her closet, where it remained for 55 years. So That could be what happened, but maybe it didn't. See you guys later.